I am ready for today. I am ready for this take 10. Are you ready? I gave you 5 things for a self-check yesterday, or the last time that you listened to this segment. Number 1, honor the Lord, honor your father and your mother. Wherever you were born, if your father was estranged from you, honor him wherever he is, and pray that God would send other fathers into your life. Your mother, same. If you're orphaned, you're in a better position because the Bible says that God becomes a father to the fatherless. That's number 1. Honor your father and your mother. You can also honor those that led you into the gospel, those that were fathers all along. Many people impregnated you. You didn't conceive all that you are by yourself. You had fathers and mothers. The Bible says we don't have many fathers, and a lot of mothers become fathers in the situation of life. So, number 1. Number 2, as the Lord your God has commanded you. So it's commandment to honor what has come before us. Not idolize it, honor it. Number 3, that your days might be prolonged, that you can actually have longevity. And number 4, that it may go well with you. Now, not every day goes well with me. I have health challenges at times. I still think I'm 25 years old and can pick up the side of a barn. I still think I can jump on any kind of machine living. I have a new challenge right now, and that's removing a 16 to 18 foot fountain out of a guy's backyard that's tens of thousands of pounds. I think I can do it. I know that I have to strategize because I want it to go well with my health, so I can't do it with this, but I can certainly do it with this. That's not number 4, but number 5 is the strongest thing I can say to you. Every one of you that are on this mailing list, you didn't just get there. You got there because of my invitation or because you found me, but 99% of you are there because of the ICCI. You are there because we have helped you to construct your corporations, to get you started, or you came and joined us in the work, and we are helping to oversee your legal side of your corporation. That's the land, number 5, which the Lord your God gives you. That's what you're going to till. You're going to till that ministry. Many of you have, like me, 4 or 5 hats that you wear, 4 or 5 ministries. We want to honor where it came from. We want to do what God's commanded us. We want our days to be prolonged. We want everything to go well in the end because that gives you faith. But we want to stay in the land that God gives you. I tell my children, you got to run in your lane. You can't run in somebody else's lane. So let's talk to you about that. And that's going to take up the majority of this. I'm going to go a little slower because the definition of greatness is defined not by the dictionary or our mother language. That which is held up before us as great is the measurement by which we will continue to measure ourselves until we consciously change the definition. And my question is, could it be that which you have actually held as great is little in the sight of God? Could it be that He has a greater picture for you than the beginnings? You see, a seed is just that. It's not the end result. A seed becomes the harvest. And many people want to view the seed as the greatness. So, here's the way I see it. You're in your home, no matter where you were raised. Even like some of my friends that were raised in an orphanage in Tupelo, Mississippi. They held things out that were great before the children, not things that were weak. They didn't spend their times at the dinner tables talking about the weak things and the bad things and negative talk. It was positive talk. Because already these children had come from situations where that were negative, but they held out to them some measure of greatness. You might have been in a sports family, and they held out the measure of greatness as the sports idols. You might have been in a place where it was all about this and that and the other. Think about that. You're going to continue to measure yourself with all of those things you were raised with culturally or religiously until you consciously change the definitions. Can you change the definitions without dishonoring, keeping inside of the commandments? prolonging your days, having things go well with you, and staying in your lane, or as the Bible says, living in the land that God has given you? Well, each family in the earth, whether it be familial or by culture, places those things and people onto pedestals of greatness for all to see. And daily, this is held up to our children as the epitome of what they must become to be in the class of the great among us. So, watch it now. This becomes the idol that I chose to call greatness. Greatness becomes an idol. And there it's sitting up in front of you. You got to be great in math. You got to get a straight A's. You got to get into the best college. You got to do this. You got to do that. You got to go pray an hour. You got to, just on and on and on. Whatever the family, it is daily held up as the epitome of what they must become. A lot of kids don't do well with that. In fact, the great majority of the kids don't do well with the idolization of what the parents think is greatness. So achievements in schooling and sports become the idol of the world at large. So, we all feel surges of excellence. I mean, on Sunday, I was watching Tiger Woods. I would have never turned on golf on that Sunday afternoon. I have other things that I was doing, but I got a tweet from our president, and he said, Tiger Woods is about to win or is having an excellent game or something about, he's on his way to a good game. And I know that for 5 years, Tiger Woods has not won a professional game. He has not won a title. He's not won anything. And here he is about to burst back after back surgeries, after failures, after shortages in his life, after all kinds of trouble. And so I went up to my theater and turned it on at 101 inches, and I'm looking at Tiger, and I can see that, I can feel that ball on the screen, inch its way toward the cup. And my excitement began to grow. But his parents made the world of golf an idol. As a little boy, we've all seen the pictures of Tiger playing with his little clubs and being excellent in what he was doing. They drove him to do that. And now those same things that he felt were great, he came back to win a trophy and a few $1 million. But I could see his mind working on the last 4 holes that I was able to watch. He was ignoring the crowd. He was ignoring what was going on. He was ignoring his feelings. I'm sure there were 1,000 demons in his mind telling him, you are not going to make this. Your back is hurting a little bit. Your foot's hurting. Your foot's slipping. But he just kept dogging it, never giving up to the very last moment. And he missed the putt on the last hole, but he had enough extra strokes to just tap it in. And I saw him do his signature move. He tapped his foot when he tapped it in, because he knew he had left enough on the table to win the championship should there be a problem. Are you leaving enough on the table to have a blessing, even if it happens? Hey, we all feel surges of excellence when humanity surges beyond excellence to moments of greatness, and we all hold these in esteem as heroes and greatness personified. But we're not talking about everybody else. We're talking about a self-check. How you function in your duties today rely greatly upon the way that you saw greatness growing up. We're going to talk about that, and I'm going to get very personal next time on Take 10. God bless you. Have a great day.